Welcome to the Tarp Report with Sam and Jess. Cat.
Kitty. Oh, is that Baba?
Welcome to the Cat Report with Tarp and Jess.
The Cat Report.
Yeah.
With Mr. Man's Booty.
Yeah. I like how I think he knows that we don't really want him too much.
It's like, you gotta go now. Time's up.
Yeah. We got to see. I haven't seen the clip because there was the time your cat almost knocked down one of the cameras.
Yeah, it was so shaky.
That was a vibe.
That was very nervous. Yeah. But
I'm glad. I feel like we worked a lot out before the podcast started about where we both stand on.
What were we just? Oh, we were just talking about
stuff we shouldn't talk about on the podcast.
Always.
Yeah.
Well, some things are none of your business, you guys. That's not true. I want to tell you everything. Sam says we can't say it.
You do not, and you know that would be done.
Sam says we can't say it.
No. You know what's funny is I almost got you one of your pink refreshers, and I would have felt bad because Dane DoorDashed one for you.
Josh got me that one.
Oh, Josh got you that one?
Yeah,
nice.
My husband got me that one, not my boyfriend. I know it's so hard to keep up with you.
Is Dane mad at me too?
No one is mad at you. Okay. That's the whole thing. No one is mad at you. These things happen.
I would be mad at me.
Why?
Because I'm careless and flippant.
Are you?
Yeah. You know what's funny? I gotta say this. This is what I remembered. I was watching, I stopped by your gas station here in DuPont, and every dude, they're all military dudes, right?
Yeah.
And one of them walked past me, and I was like, I'm like the opposite of that. I'm just so undisciplined. Yeah, I don't know. That's just a thought that
I do like that about the military. Is I like having direction and it being told you need to do this, you need to wear this, and this is where you're supposed to be. And I mean, I don't.
I was about to say you didn't. Yeah, you didn't like it that.
When people tell me what to do, I get really mad. Yeah, actually,
you didn't like it that much. You flunked out of boot camp.
Yeah, that's true. But I tried really hard. No, I didn't. I gave up. All right, I'm lying about everything. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know what's happening.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
I want to be more disciplined. I would
say that you love the idea of the military.
I like it in theory, not in practice.
Yeah.
In practice, it was awful.
Is it like the outfits too? Do you like the outfits?
Yeah, because. Yeah,
you like the dress blues or whatever,
No, I don't like the dress blues. I like
the camo.
Yeah, I like the BDUs. I think they're cute and they
with the hat with the short bill and kind of like the balloon.
Oh
sides.
No, just the regular.
That is the regular hat, isn't it?
Not with the sides.
No, not sides. It has the short bill and it kind of has it's kind of.
It kind of goes up a little bit.
It's kind of baggy. A little bit. Yeah, you like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's cool. I'd wear it.
Yeah.
I did wear it, but then I took it off.
Then you took it off.
Well, I was forced to take it off.
Yeah, they were like,
I was asked to take it off.
You tried to leave with it. They were like, stop, wait.
No.
We need the hat back.
You know what happened when I was in boot camp? I am the only. I guarantee you, I am one of the only people who came out of boot camp heavier than I left.
What the hell?
My pants that I went in there with didn't I couldn't get them cinched. Because
were you stress eating?
I was eating everything.
Oh my God.
And then there was when I found out that I was leaving, there was a 3-week period of just waiting to be processed out.
Yeah.
And so then I was stressed about that. And that was the first time that I ever got, I got stretch marks, and I was like, what is happening to my...
Wait, so if you drop out of boot camp, you just have to hang out for 3 weeks?
Yeah, there's paperwork.
Where do you hang out at for the 3 weeks? They
send you, I had to go and do work, and basically I just sat in an office and just waited. And
did you do work?
No, I didn't do work. I just manned an office and just literally just sat there And if somebody came in who was higher ranking, I had to stand up. But I didn't know my rank.
What did you do? Like what would they come into the office for?
It was just like a building. It wasn't like it was like a building.
And you would just,
I would literally just sit there.
What did they tell you to do?
Sit there.
Oh, and then stand up. If
and if somebody,
but
they didn't tell me that.
But here's a hack: if you drop out of boot camp and you're told that you need to stand up if anybody of a high rank, just stand up for everybody because literally everybody's a higher rank than you. Actually, the lowest rank and the only thing that's lower than that is like if you're like dessert or something or
no, I ate it.
Or like if you're a spy, it's like you're right above like.
Did you say dessert?
Yeah, deserter. Like somebody who desserts. Like that's your rank. Like you're right between like recruit.
Dessert.
You're like right between recruit and spy is
somebody who flunked out.
Dropout.
Boot camp dropout. No graduation day for you.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
God, I love just lore sometimes. Like, because I know, like, I'm so open about my past all the time. People are tired of it.
Yeah.
All the time.
We've heard it. We've heard it.
We get it. Mm-hmm. Get it. That's what they say to me. But just lore, I keep finding these new little pockets. Like, I am fascinated by the 3 weeks of your life that you spent in this office standing for everyone.
Every single person, because I had no idea.
If the Amazon guy came in, because he outranks you.
Well, you just got to stand up because he might have had snacks.
Yeah.
I mean...
Oh my
hello,
God.
sir. Yeah, no, you're supposed to, because, you know, some people you're supposed to, like, some people you just have to stand up for, and then some people you have to salute, I think.
Did you know how to salute? Did they cover that in the first day?
Yeah, but they, like, they do, but then you have, like, a handbook that you're supposed to memorize everyone's rank. And then I just never, I couldn't get it down. Yeah. And so like, you know, like everybody's little symbol or whatever.
I don't even know my kids' birthdays. Right. Everybody's little symbol. Why are you doing this?
Because they have them on their hats. Like they have them on their hats and they have them on their chest.
Yeah. Their symbols.
Or they have them on their chest, not their heart.
Yeah.
They're little. Yeah. The little symbols. I told you, I'm a terrible military spouse. Come on now. I am the fucking worst. I've literally been doing this. In May 1st will be 15 years Joshua and I have been married.
Oh my God.
That I have been doing this military, whether it's I was in it or have been around it, and I still don't know shit about it. I
mean, you know about it. You just don't know specifics or like your vocabulary. Your military vocabulary is very low.
It's very low.
Yeah.
It's very low.
I'm always surprised at what you don't know.
It's shocking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like really jarring.
I really think that you fell in love with a certain type of media and like you've really like focused on, but I'll tell you what, you know what's crazy? You know so much more about like maybe not stand-up comedy as a whole, like the art form, but you know so much about stand-up comedians and like who's who and where they're from and like who's good and who's not.
I do. I have I like the things that I like and then I deep dive into them. And I have a really hard time paying attention to things that bore me.
Yeah, like that one time I told you about, what was that? Plate tectonics or something.
Yeah, that was, and teletectonics. Yeah, and I was bored. I almost started crying. That was the one of the only times in the podcast I almost started crying.
There was times when me and Jess will drive somewhere and I'll see something on the side of the road and I'll tell her about it. Like I'll be like, you see,
and I'm actually
sleeping. A river. That's pretty sweet. I just got back from Texas.
Welcome back.
2 days ago.
How was it?
Oh,
how was it?
Oh, geez.
Was it Texas for you?
Oh, geez. It was Texas the whole time. So like I could rank it, like if I wanted to like give you rankings, like overall show wise, right in the middle, like a 5, and that's for all shows. Like there was one really good one, one really good one, one good one, one kind of bad one, and one like really bad one.
What's the average on that? 5.
Just a 5, yeah. It's in the middle. Yeah. And then, but overall, the overall experience was like Probably like a 7. Like me and my mom had a blast. Like she did so good.
Yeah.
And especially, so we messed up like the first day.
She did so good.
She did so good. She's such a big girl.
I know, or like a puppy.
I know.
She travels so well.
Good.
She didn't even bark.
Uh-huh. Yeah, and she doesn't like it when I put the leash back on.
Well, she doesn't, or when you put the blanket over and pretend it's nighttime.
At night. Yeah, she's like, it's 6 p.m. And I'm like,
no, ma'am. Time to go to sleep.
The hardest part was there was issues with the flight coming in. So we flew into Salt Lake City and connected. We went Salt Lake City to Dallas, and the flight from SeaTac to Salt Lake City was late. Mm-hmm. We would have missed our connecting flight, but that flight was late. We could have stayed in Salt Lake City and flown out in the morning, but we were like, screw it. So we got into Dallas at like 2:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
And we couldn't get our rental car until 6.
Nice.
And so like me and my mom like hung out at a rental car facility at the Dallas airport for like 4 hours, and she like half slept, and like she tried to lay on this bench, and I'm like, oh my God, she's got like a bad hip and a bad shoulder, and she's like sleeping on a park bench, and I'm like, oh God.
Well,
I am a terrible son.
Oh, please.
But then we got the car. They let us check into the hotel early. We got breakfast. We both took a nap, and then we were fine. And then I met up with my friend Jerry Wayne Longmire. Did the show in Waco.
Jerry Wayne Longmire?
Jerry Wayne Longmire, who you would love.
Is that all one name? 2 names?
Yeah,
How
Jerry.
many names is that?
He goes by Jerry Wayne Longmire. And
I would too.
Do not besmirch the name of Jerry Wayne Longmire.
I don't know what besmirch.
He's really popular. Yeah.
With a name like that, I can imagine.
So it's funny because he's a guy I met because fans of mine and fans of his wanted us to be together. Not like that, but like, yeah,
cute.
like
that's cute. That's cute.
Because he's got a similar vibe to me where it's like a little rednecky sometimes, but like actually he's way more rednecky than me. Like because he grew up in a junkyard, and he does this really popular series called Truck Astrology, where he looks at pictures of trucks and he tells you about the people that drive them, and it's really cute and really funny. You would actually you'd like it. He's good. And we hit it off. We started messaging, and then we met up in Houston and had coffee like last year, and then we actually got to do a show together. It was neat. So
nice.
He's a pro. And you know the thing is with him, it's funny because like our styles are so similar, and he's been doing it like 20 years, maybe even longer. I don't know, but like I mean it when I say that our styles are like similar. Like they really are. Like it's bonkers. So,
like you guys like talk the same, or you're like
just our cadence and like how we're doing jokes, and it's kind of like we're both storytellers, but we're both tight. Like we both know, like, because I feel like people like if you have to like word economy is everything for if you're doing like storytelling comedy. But anyway, the Waco show, and it was okay. It wasn't like it was okay. And then the next day we went to Fort Worth at Hyenas, and it was a late show. I wound up selling almost 100 tickets, which was dope. The place holds 300, but then they're like, okay, we sold this many. Are you okay with us like giving some tickets away? And I was like, sure. You know, I'd rather have a bunch of people do good on merch. They gave away the other 200 tickets, so the place was just packed. Yeah, so I sold 100. They gave away 200.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and I was joking. I was like, I didn't sell at the show. I gave away it out.
Like, what the hell?
So there was this big like festival in downtown, and I guess the Hyenas, like they do that a lot. Like they give away tickets.
200.
They gave away 200 tickets. Damn. And then, you know, everybody's got their 2-drink minimum. The club's happy. They don't give a shit.
Right.
They're just like,
if they
whatever.
come, that's fucking great.
And I liked it there.
My wheels are turning. I'm like, am I supposed to be giving tickets away?
Yeah, lots of people do that shit. Lots of clubs do that. It's fucking smart, actually.
Well, I mean, we do if ticket sales are low.
Yeah, you can give tickets away. It all depends on what kind of deal you have with the artist. So I got, I did a door split, and you know what? I don't really give a shit. I think it's okay to talk about it.
What?
So like I made $1,900.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, at that show.
I think you should talk about it. I think it's important. I think
I'll tell you this, I'm not going to talk about the other shows. The money because it'll make me sad again. But I'll tell you this, I made twice as money at that show as I did at all the other shows combined.
Wow.
So
that's crazy.
I guess now people can do that math.
Yeah,
it's
not
very
hard.
specific.
Yeah, no,
they're like, well, he made less than like $1,000 at 3 combined shows.
Well, now they did.
Anyway, yeah, it doesn't matter. Oh, yeah,
But
now I've not only did I give
now
him
you've
easy
done
math
it.
to
Now
do,
you've
but I
done
did
it.
half of it. And you'll love this because as somebody, so when you're doing comedy, I know there's comedians that listen to this, but there's people that I know we talk about it all the time, even though that was not in the mission statement.
Not talking about comedy.
Yeah.
Mission statement.
Yeah. You like that. So you're going to know what I'm talking about immediately. So that was a crowd that was overcooked. They were drunk. They were rowdy. There were 2 comics that were on the show with me. And if they're listening to it, they can feel however they want about this. Both like super edgelordy. There was one comic I really liked on the show and I thought he did a good job. But like it used to be this old school thing where if you're hosting a show, you were supposed to not do crowd work and not be super dirty. Like that's like old school stuff. And like I don't believe in that. I think comedians should do whatever they want to do as long as it's funny. But like maybe if you're hosting a show, like don't do crowd work about anal. Like I don't know, just a pro tip.
I'm sorry. I have expectations for my host.
Yeah. Like, it's like, dude, like what are you doing?
That's not okay.
And it's okay because you know what's funny is that like all this stuff tells a story, you know. And it's funny because actually, you know what? I don't really give a shit if that guy hears this because like honestly, dude, like it is what it is, man. Like you know, I think you know what's funny is I think in a lot of ways like he's a strong comedian, but it's this like edgelord mentality. And I'll talk about that a little bit later, but like. But anyway, crowd's overcooked. I get up there.
Yeah.
And immediately I realize that I have like a great opportunity here to like take the roof off.
Yeah.
But I was like, if I slow down at any point, like I'm going to have to deal with stuff. Not lose them.
Oh, just them being
There's going to be people yelling shit. There already was some of that, but I just
lose control.
I just blasted over them. And so I did about 55 minutes of just greatest hits, like bop, 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 bop. And I knew, and right when I started, like I did my opener and I was like, I'm going to be really sweaty by the end of this because I
sweat
just went, but I killed that shit. I had fun. Like I was really proud of myself. And and then Houston, which honestly was a mess.
Was it? Why?
Oh, so I got to the venue.
Yeah.
Okay. And it was kind of hard to find a hole in the wall place. They're doing their best. Everybody there was nice too, by the way. I'm not talking shit. No.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay. That's okay.
Maybe think of it was like a Thai restaurant, but long and nobody there. Okay. And no Thai food. Actually, there was Thai food, which is weird.
Interesting.
But good. Yeah, that's a good.
Okay, a long Thai restaurant with no Thai food.
Yeah,
a long empty Thai restaurant.
I sold. So there was 2 shows, and I had like 30 pre-sales between the 2 shows. But it's a small venue, so it's like this will be okay. Whatever, we'll deal. You know. Anyway, I'm kind of getting stuff set up. I'm getting ready to go change. All of a sudden, this kind of bigger dude, you know, looked like he had been drinking. He comes in, he goes, "Hey, how much for these 2 tables?" And I was like, "Dang, you want to buy 2 tables? That's dope, man. I'll tell you what, man, how many people do you got?" He's like, 7 or 8 or 9 maybe. And I was like, "Well, listen, I'll do $15 a piece." Because the show was like 20 or whatever. And I'm like, but if you bring 9 people at the last minute, I'll cut you a deal, you know? And he was like, "Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect." And I was like, "Cool, dude." And I was like, "How'd you hear about the show?" And he was like, "Show?" He was like, "I'm here for the fight, the boxing, the Garcia match." And I was like, oh no.
Oh no.
So I guess this place routinely shows these pay-per-views, these boxing matches. And immediately, like, me and this dude are like, and at one point too, is funny because like, I told him like immediately, I was like, "Listen, man, like we're having a comedy show. Like this is comedy night. This is my night. here, and I got all these people,
right?
Like all 12 of these people.
Really? These are my fans.
Yeah. And then at a certain point, like I'm like, this is stupid. And then like I had people in my ear that were like, and I'm calling Michael, and I'm like, Michael, I don't know who to deal with here. I don't know who's in charge. Mm-hmm. There's like a door person and there's a bartender, and the bartender's talking about how she's trying to take tickets, but I'm like, what about the door person? But then the door person is just a sound guy.
The door person's trying to bartend.
Yeah, no, the door person wasn't a door person. He was just
what is this, comedy bar? What's happening over here?
Yeah. But anyway, and then they realized like the fights don't even start till like 9:30 or whatever. And then I told the dude at a certain point, like, it was funny because I was like, hey, man, can I just talk to you back here for a second? And he got kind of weird about it. And I was like, dude, I was like, because this is the thing, is like drunk dudes that know that like I'm upset.
Right.
Like there's like this evolutionary thing where they don't want to come anywhere with me because they think
I wouldn't either.
Gonna, like, flex on them or whatever. But we got back there and I was like, listen, man, here's the deal. I'm like, I am in Houston, Texas right now. I'm from Olympia, Washington. This is day 3 of a 4-day comedy tour.
Yeah.
This is the only place I can perform tonight. I sold tickets online to this, and I'm pretty sure you can see that fight wherever you want, and it would mean a lot to me if you could watch the fight someplace else tonight.
Oh my God, hold on. This was, you were talking to a customer?
This guy.
I thought you were talking to the bar owner.
No.
You are pleading with a customer.
No, I just told him the situation. I don't think there was any pleading about it. Like pleading would have been like, please, please, please. I just told him the situation. I'm like, listen, man, I told him I would appreciate it. Because here's the thing. I'm in Houston.
Right.
I don't know anybody. Yeah. I don't know who the bar owner is. I don't know if the bartender owns the bar.
Yeah.
I don't know what the score is.
Yeah.
Right. And
Michael.
He was like, all right, we'll see what happens. And I was like, oh, cool, fucking sweet. So I was like, all right, man, whatever, you know. And the show starts, and like I'm just pissed. I went up on stage and had fun. Actually had a good set, like not great, but like I was definitely like distracted. And
yeah.
I just did a bunch of old shit and got through it.
Were they there?
No. You know what's funny is that they left. The dudes left. Good. And then all of a sudden this dude did show up, and I think I don't know if he was the owner or whatever, but I was like, hey, like, what's up with the boxing thing? They're like, oh yeah, those guys left. They were drunk. And
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So anyway, we did the late show, and the late show was okay. And another edgelord host dude who I guess the dude, you know what, and I'm going to talk about it too. I guess the dude, he might hear this or it might get back to him, but I guess he's been on Kill Tony a few times, like just out of the bucket or whatever. And like he's 17, and it's very like he's been doing comedy since he was 15. Yeah. And it's like there's like promising stuff there. But dude, at the early show, right? So I got to work with Jordan Bigler, right? Who's this dude from LA I've been talking to for a while, and he was in town because his wife's doing something out here or something like that. I don't know the whole story. But anyway, he did Houston and San Antonio with me. And he said, not that part. He did great. And Jordan Bigler got like people to come out to this show. But I guess they were folks that knew him from a church, like, and Jordan's not religious or nothing, but they were like, honestly, like church folks. Yeah. Like,
and then this dude is,
and then the 17-year-old goes up there, and dude, like out of the gate, it was just like, oh, like I see you're like, you say like racist stuff and try to like get away with it, and then you say like. And then he starts doing this stuff, and it's like, oh man, like everybody's pulling back on this, and you're the host, you know, like it's the first thing they hear is this dude. And then like halfway through his set, he was like, do you guys like dark humor? And I was like, okay. And then I left. I walked out, and I was we'll see what happens.
Like, honestly, like sometimes like that's the best, the only thing that you can do. I'm like, I can't be in this room right now. I have to leave. Otherwise this is going like, oh my God.
Yeah, this is the most like open shit talking I've done in a while. Like both these dudes might figure it out.
I just think that like as a host like that, your job is to neutralize the room. Your job is to like get us all on the same fucking page. And if you start off on a shitty page,
yeah, dude, just be funny, like have like some mass appeal, like talk about like who you are, like let them know you. Like nobody gives a shit, dude. Yeah. Like nobody's shocked anymore. Like everybody knows stand-up comedy. We're like, it's like all these dudes. They're so busy trying to get noticed that they don't realize that most shows, like you don't have to do that. Like you don't. There's nobody's talking. You're not trying to impress a bunch of other open micers. Like fuck off, dude.
But then again, it's working. He got booked. He's the host of the fucking show.
Yeah.
Like somebody saw that his material and was like, "Yep, that's what I want to open for Sam."
I think
that makes total sense.
I think it has more to do with the fact that people think that folks that have been on Kill Tony can have like some kind of like pull or whatever, or that it looks good. True. But like honestly, like I'm good, dude.
Unless you're Hans.
Yeah, unless you're old Hans Kim. He's another one. I'm leaving that alone.
I've met him a couple of times. He's always been very kind.
Cool.
Okie dokie.
And we finished in San Antonio, and it was a good show. It was fun. Got like a decent amount of people out. I think I got 40 or something, and had a good time. And then me and my mom had a wonderful meal on a rooftop bar. It was great. I
saw the picture. Yeah.
And then we went to, the whole reason my mom came with me on the whole tour was because she wanted to go to this Polish pottery place, and we did that. Wow. And I have not seen my mom that happy in so long. Like she really loved it, and it made me feel so good that we got to do it. And the tour was good. My mom had fun, and the whole time, like I felt it too, but my mom even more so was like, "This was awesome."
Yeah,
this was awesome. So,
it was special.
Yeah, and then we flew back, and then yesterday and today, I'm just scrambling to get ready to go to fucking Oregon Coast with my boys. Yeah, yeah. So.
Texas was Texas. Mm-hmm. Well, while you were gone, it was a little wild here as well.
Yeah, we have a sheet now. Me and Jess, and I looked down. I was like, "What the hell?" And I was like, "Maybe you should go first." But
then,
yeah,
30 minutes later,
Sam and Jess, not Jess. 27 minutes later,
Sam and Jess. That's funny. No, I was sitting at work the other day, and my coworker, Miss Michelle, was in my office, and we were just sitting there, and I got a phone call from Izzy's school. Well, I missed one, and I looked down, and it just said emergency, and then I got a call, and it was Izzy's principal.
Ooh.
And I was like freaking out because I'm like, okay, my initial thoughts were car accident or something, she's had like panic attacks before in school, but it's always been like the nurse who would call. Like
not the principal.
But yeah, the principal, they said that Izzy had a seizure in class, and that they were waiting for the ambulance to come, and she had like passed out and started seizing, and she's never had anything like that before. Like she's never even like, she's never
That's so
had
scary.
Anything. So we spent the day at Mary Bridge, and
up in Seattle.
Or no, in Tacoma.
Oh, they have Mary Bridge in Tacoma.
And it was tough it was tough for a couple of reasons. Like Izzy is, and it's her story to tell, but Izzy has had she's had a lot of mental health issues.
Yeah.
And like she has a therapist, and she's on medication and stuff like that. And while we were there, she mentioned that she had she has mental health issues, and then they stripped her of her clothes and did everything as if she were suicidal, which I get is protocol.
God, man.
Yeah, it was really
still though. It's shut up. If did she say that she was thinking about art?
Because she had thoughts within the past, I think it was 2 or 3 months or something, that they said that Yeah, she had to. They took
oh my God.
They took her clothes and like she didn't, but they didn't really like explain to her like what was like why. And so and then she went in, she had like a sports bra and she like left it on. And like the nurse was like, okay, well then you're gonna like, basically she was like, you're gonna have to jiggle in front of me. And so like, and Izzy was like, what in the world? And I'm like, okay, no, she'll just take it off instead. And so I had to explain to Izzy like what was going on, you know, and why. And like she had a nurse post.
She had a seizure though.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So it was like this, and she had a nurse posted up outside of her room.
God. Best country in the world. Best medical system the world's ever.
I struggle because like on one hand, I'm like, I get it.
Yeah.
And I appreciate it. And I'm so grateful that they're worried and they're protecting her. On the other hand, this is not why we came here today. And all you did was teach my kid to be afraid.
Yeah. You like, traumatized.
Now she knows. She was like, so I shouldn't have said that. Like literally, and it's like, and so I had to tell her, which is the truth, that I'm like, is like, unless that is the reason that you are coming into the ER, like, it's so fucked up. Like, unless that's like your chief complaint and like you are going there because of your mental health and your depression, like I wouldn't mention it.
We should have Izzy on the podcast and see if she wants to talk about it.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I feel for her.
Yeah. I mean, she's
bullshit.
16. Like she went through COVID, like, and that was such an isolating and scary time. And, I also think she got mixed up with the wrong crowd, you know. Her friends were all like, you know, just in that
being young and making choices. So,
right. But so she's at a neurologist right now, actually literally as we speak, and just to get everything checked out, make sure she's
okay. They think
it
might be like a medication interaction or something like that.
I don't know. Like it could have just been like, we're not even sure if it was
a seizure,
a seizure. Yeah. Like everyone said that it looked like one.
Was she dehydrated or anything like that?
Yeah. And she was in French, so she was stressed out, and so.
I thought French was like the most chill language.
Really? I thought French was like the hardest.
I thought Icelandic is like the hardest.
Well, who fucking is that an option?
Yeah, you could learn it.
You could take Icelandic.
Yeah, it'd be a waste of time.
It would be you and one other student.
I wonder if we have one fan in Iceland who's so pissed right now.
Yes, we're gonna. Yeah. But yeah, so that was tough. It was really scary for a couple of reasons, and then it got weird and scary again. But
well, shit, I'm sorry, Jess. I
that's
know
okay.
That's hard. It's so hard when no, you little fucker. Oh my God.
Why would he choose that?
Jesus, what a shithead. You, is that Mr. Man? Right?
Yeah,
that's Mr. Man.
Mr. Man, what the hell's wrong with you?
Fucking maniac cat. I know that shit's really stressful because the thing with me and because it's funny as you're telling those stories, like I feel my chest tightening because like the being somebody who has dealt with like the medical community a lot, like it's so scary because I have the same feelings about hospitals as I have about jails and honestly about schools. And it's like a whole bunch of people that think they have power and they think that they know what's going on. And that thing about like learning to not talk about it.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, dude, I remember I made the mistake of like turning myself in one time.
Oh, because
I was like high and I was like,
I
just gotta deal with this. It's gonna be, I can't live with the pressure. And like I turned myself in on a Friday, which was the stupidest time to fucking do it.
Oh gosh.
And like I didn't talk to anybody about it. I'm 19, I'm scared. And like I remember the cops showing up and be like, you're turning yourself in on like warrants. And I was like, yeah, I got these warrants.
He's like on a Friday.
Yeah, he was like, all right, dummy.
You what?
And like, I really thought that I was gonna like do that, and they were gonna be like, wow, this dude is being very brave.
What a noble man.
Yeah, I remember in court, like, and there's a judge in front of me and being like, just so you know, I turned myself in. He's like, wow, yeah, it just says you turned yourself in on Friday. Yeah, it's like, yeah, I've been in jail all weekend waiting to see you, just to tell me that I didn't. It wouldn't have mattered anyway because I didn't get out of jail, so it all counted towards. I did like 47 days that time, so it all didn't count. I know, it's so stupid.
That's rough.
It sucked. Yeah. Well, nothing but the best too.
Yeah.
So as you guys said, what's up? You know, anytime we do these things, like if you were doing this Coastal Comedy Fest, it'd be really dope to.
Yeah, if I had gotten invited.
Yeah. That would be
really cool.
Yeah,
that would have been really cool. Ty.
Yeah, someone's blowing me up. God.
Ty boys. What is this?
You got to do. I know that you did this because we talked about it after, but you got to work with Bobcat again at the Triple Door.
Ooh.
And it was like a surprise, wasn't it?
Yeah. I literally on Thursday got a message from Bobcat and was like, hey, he said, hey, I have 2 shows tomorrow and I need an MC. And I was like, oh, and he was like, and I also need a feature.
And you got what's her name hooked up too?
Yeah, I asked
man.
Lisa, I know, if you had been in town.
I know, it's okay. Well, I would have been booked if I was in town anyway.
I know, but still.
But yeah.
If things were different, they would have been different.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I got to do, but I wasn't really like thinking, because when he asked me, for some reason, the way that he said I have 2 shows, I thought that he meant that he was producing 2 shows and that he just needed me to host these 2 shows that he was producing. Like I'm a dumbass who like Bobcat is like a local producer for some reason.
Yeah. Who was it, STG?
I don't know. I have no idea. Not a clue.
Did you get paid?
Yeah.
Did Bobcat pay you?
No, the bartender. This was the same situation that you went through in Texas.
Oh, you just don't know. Yeah.
Not a clue.
Me and Michael are working on that, by the way. We're figuring it out.
The stage manager the stage manager was also the bartender, and the bartender was also our like point of contact, and he was also the person who wrote the checks. Mm-hmm. And he but it was awesome, and it was amazing to be asked, and it's amazing to have that connection, and then also him ask me for a reference, and to be able
to be able to hook
my friend
Lisa.
up.
It was Lisa, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she rules.
And like and then we get like that place is really awesome.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. It's crazy. Yeah, I've never worked there.
The green room is really fucking cool.
Yeah. You know what I do want to plug though here real quick if I can is I am at the Egyptian.
Egyptian.
Yeah, because I got
What's
the
that?
Stranger Geniuses of Comedy thing. Like I'm headlining that show, and that's going to be, so this will come out on April 29th. So May 4th in Seattle, the Egyptian, the Strangers Geniuses of Comedy thing.
Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and you're doing that. Who else is on that? A bunch of people.
Yeah, Kermit. Kermit's on it. Chris Mejia's on it. It's a stacked show.
Yeah.
And I was really like honored that they asked me to headline.
Is Monica on it?
I think Monica's on it too.
I can picture the poster or the flyer in my head, but I can't see the.
But yeah, how was it with Bobcat? Did you have a good set? Did you feel good about it?
Yeah, it was really fun. The first show was really good. The second one was, it was crazy hard. Yeah. But it was great.
Were they both sold out? Was there a lot of people?
I can't remember.
There was a lot of people though.
Yeah, it was good size.
Yeah, Bobcat draws.
He does great, and he's just so funny and so nice, and it's just, that's the dream, right? Like, is that
he's found a balance between I'm starting to see it now a little bit more where like, oh, that's the thing that makes famous comedians kind of lose it, is the ego stuff, and like the combination of like your ego going through the roof and then also not being able to just be anonymous in public. Yeah, you know.
Well, I mean, that's the dream, right? Is that like, you know, I did a booking I got to do the Everett Theater, which was awesome. And then Bobcat saw me there. And then that led to the Tacoma Comedy Club. And then that led to now doing this other show.
He likes you, and you're funny, and you do a good job, and you're consistent. So yeah. So
that's fucking awesome. And he's my friend. Bobcat's me and Bobcat are like totally friends.
That's fucking sick. Yeah, that rules.
Like, what is this life?
It's
what?
All the time. I have those. I had one of those moments. I don't know if you saw my Facebook post, but I got off the plane.
Which one?
To SeaTac. I know. I got off the plane. We flew from Salt Lake City to SeaTac yesterday. Not yesterday, the day before. And the pilot was in the jetway, and he was like, "Hey, I'm a big fan."
What?
Yeah, and I was like, he goes, "I'm a big fan of your comedy," and I was like, "I'm a big fan of your airplane."
Nice. I'm a big fan of your flying.
Yeah, and then I made a post, and I was like, "Yeah, if the pilot," and he messaged me. Listen to this. Whoa, I'll show you this shit. Awesome. Wait. Look, I don't know who that is. Here it is. Listen. "Hey, Sam, I was your pilot last night. Unfortunately for us both," because I asked him, I was like, "If you got a little plane, you can take me. That'd be fun. We should hang out on your little plane." Because a lot of people that fly airliners, they also have little planes.
First of all, you couldn't fit in a little plane.
Shut up.
He's like, he said, unfortunately, I don't have a plane that fits you.
No.
He was like, I do have a little plane, but I don't have a medium one.
He doesn't have a plane at all. Shut up, Jez. God, you could fit in any plane. You don't even need a plane to fly. I think if you run fast enough, you would float up. You can't run that fast because your legs aren't very strong.
Well, and I have terrible stamina. My cardio is shit.
Yeah, you don't even know what your top speed is because you're tired before you reach it.
I did 10 squats earlier, and I'm like, well, that's pretty fucking good.
Yeah, that is pretty good, actually. I've been trying to do weight training, but by trying, I mean not doing it. But I'm still doing cardio every other day.
Thinking about it.
Yeah, I'm getting closer and
all
closer.
All that matters.
Fuck you. Let me read this message.
Okay, go ahead.
Stop making fun of me all the time. Don't say his name. It's anonymous.
I couldn't
see it. I shouldn't even read this because it's a secret message.
It's anonymous, and you've already shown the camera 3 times the dude's
I have not. Zach, could you do some internet magic? Not internet magic, but magic.
I was like, I thought you were saying his name was Zach.
Yeah, no, I wasn't saying his name was Zach. I'm talking to Zach right now.
Zach's going to do comedy bar stuff too.
Oh, that's sick. That makes me happy. All right. Hey, Sam. I was your pilot last night. Unfortunately for us both, I don't have a tiny plane. However, my girlfriend and I are excited to see you again in Capitol Hill on May 4th. We will be in a front row with matching Seagull Egg t-shirts. The Egyptian, but I bet they'll come to the comedy bar show. Oh. We'll meet them.
Oh.
But look at this. Look at this.
Yeah.
I got another message. Because I made a post about how I wanted to go.
See you in Capitol Hill.
I made another post. Listen, I made another post. Hi, Sam. I'm glad you and your mom had a good trip to Texas. I'm sure you'll be inundated with people wanting to take you for a ride in a small plane. I also fly big planes and small planes and would be happy to meet you somewhere and do a little scenic flight.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. We should do a podcast in the plane.
It's too loud. It's so loud. You have to wear noise canceling headphones. No, I do know it because I've been in little planes before.
I want to go in the plane is what I'm saying.
Oh, you want to come with me?
Jesus.
You can come with me.
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to interject myself into the little plane.
Stop talking for a second because I got to do voice recognition. Funny question. Can my friend Jess from my podcast come too? I weigh 370 pounds, but she's very small. How much do you weigh?
Like 140. I'll be 135 if he needs me to. Okay, I lied. I weighed myself the other day. I'm definitely like 140, 141. Which is fine. I mean, who cares?
Jesus Christ. Stop talking. I'm still doing voice recognition.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I know.
Stop talking on the podcast.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to. Between us, see, I'm most of that. I do weigh way more than twice as much as you.
I know. Everyone knows that.
Yeah.
That's not news.
I'm going to do, because I already covered some of this. I want to say this real quick.
Okay.
Man, a lot of you, like, if you're a comedian and you're listening to this, or if you don't know about comedy, like, stop pretending like anybody owes you anything, anytime, for anything.
What happened?
If friends of yours get famous and get well known, nobody owes you anything.
Be happy.
If friends of yours are making a living, like, nobody, like, my life and my ability to, like, just people with their feelings hurt because they think that I should give them a spot here, a spot there, or something like that.
Or like let you fly in their little plane.
Yeah. I want everybody to hear me is that first off, like, I don't have a lot of, like, I can't, like, give people spots, and especially paid spots, because a lot of times I'm not booking the shows. And also, like, for me to bring somebody on the road with me, you can ask Jess. Jess, have you made a lot of money with me on the road?
I've made no money.
Yeah.
He's never paid me.
Yeah. No, I actually pay. You know what's funny?
I'm just kidding. He pays me well, and he buys me food.
Yeah, I pay Jess well.
It's
not enough for you to make a living.
No, absolutely not.
God, no. Like, if I bring
$50, $75.
Yeah. And it's usually better than that. I'm better than that.
Jesus Christ. I'm trying. I can't remember, but I don't want to say you gave me $300.
It's not enough money to, because I didn't give her $300.
Yeah, and so it's less than $300. It's
So think about this. Okay, I'm on the road doing comedy. Okay, and I'm gonna bring somebody with me and get them a hotel room and get them food and pay them too. And flights. Yep. That's what we're doing.
Yep. And
do you know that, like, that is most of my expenses? And that this trip to Texas, I told you, I made oh, look, he's like, I think so. Let me do the math quickly. We're going on an airplane next week. You want to do it?
Is it really next week?
Yeah, and it's in Puyallup. That's where he flies out of.
Oh, shit.
And then we can talk about it on the podcast.
Yeah, I hope I didn't.
Have you ever been in a little plane before?
No, not. I don't think so.
Oh my God, you'd remember. Okay.
I don't think so. Okay. I'm going to be in a little plane.
You might be.
Unless the math doesn't work. Yeah. I might be. I even lied. Don't tell anyone.
Okay. It doesn't matter.
We'll be fine. We'll be fine. What if we just go down like Skinnerd?
Oh, that'd be sweet.
All because I lied about my weight. All because I'm
too fucking tomorrow.
Yeah.
We'll still remember.
Oh no! What if I don't want to die in a plane? That was actually my senior quote.
I don't want to die in a plane.
No, I'm as free as a bird.
With your thing like that.
Like
Your senior quote was the few, the proud, the brave.
I'm as free as a bird now.
I'm as free as a bird now. Are you serious?
Fucking loser.
Did you really do that?
I'm so embarrassed. I'm so embarrassed.
I thought you were joking.
Yeah. I thought I was so cool. I love that. I love Skinnerd. What can I say?
Yeah. Well, if it makes you feel any better, my senior quote didn't happen.
Right. Because yeah.
Yeah. If you're a comedian and you're a bum and I hate you, and stop doing comedy.
Don't stop doing comedy.
No.
First
no, maybe stop doing comedy. Let's say it. Maybe stop doing comedy.
Yeah.
It's okay. If
fine.
it's not bringing you joy and it's making your life worse, stop doing it.
Well, if it's making our life worse.
No, then that's different. If you're, I don't know. I feel bad saying that, but like, stop. Like, don't. It's okay not to
quit.
do it. Like, oh my God. It's
I don't know though, because I am driven by spite.
Ooh,
is it okay?
It's happening.
Yes! Oh,
that's awesome.
Sweet win. Hold on, win.
We'll figure it out. I'll message him later. Okay.
Yes, tiny
jokes, and then we're gonna get out of here because we've been on here super 48 minutes. You got to go to work. Just because, don't rush these though. Just because we're running out of time.
You're the one who said we're running out of time. I didn't say that.
Just know how loud my wedding ring is when I say it. Am I stressing you out?
No, I was fine.
I know. I'm excited too. We're going on an airplane.
Okay. All right. Really?
Joke 1.
Just because I'm eating a food doesn't mean that I like it. I might just not have the energy to get up and throw it away.
That's a banana thing. I used to do a joke like that where like I hate bananas and my kids were always eating bananas and they would like leave bananas places and instead of getting up to throw the banana away, I just eat the banana, which means that I was using my mouth like a trash can. Yeah, I know. Not a good look. Don't make that face though. It's not that bad.
Well, I was just imagining you eating the banana peel.
No, I don't eat the banana peel.
Well, you got to get up and throw that away.
No, but they don't. They got the bananas unpeeled. Like we peeled the bananas for them. They were like toddlers. Whatever. Just read the next fucking joke. Stop ruining everything.
Disgusting.
I'm not
if you're getting tortured,
no, I'm just kidding. If you keep, you better be nice to her. I'm not bringing you on the airplane.
The pilot's not going to be very happy about this.
She's going to be like, where's Jess? I'm going to be like, who's Jess?
No.
She's on the ground.
She upset me.
Dude, I will fly over your work and I'll drop flyers. I will be like, the flyers will be like, oh my God, this is so much fun.
For May 4th.
Oh my God, I'm crying. You did it.
If you're getting tortured and they ask you what your favorite finger is, you should lie and actually tell them your least favorite finger.
That's smart.
And I would say my least favorite finger is Sam's.
That one's not bad.
Yeah.
No.
My cholesterol medication should have also come with anxiety medication because I keep forgetting to take it.
It's making me anxious. I'm like, what happens if I take it every other day?
Oh, you can't.
All right, joke 4. Joke 4. This is a true story.
All right. Yesterday in the Fred Meyer parking lot, I was trying to make Brittany laugh, so I jumped up in the air and farted. And when I landed, I sprained my ankle. That would have been an embarrassing way to wind up in crutches.
I almost sprained my ankle.
Oh, almost.
Dude, but she laughed so hard, like at work. Like I was just like, I just like cut in front of her and jumped. I was like, I'm like landed. Jesus. It was so funny.
Good for her. Good for Brittany.
She laughed really hard. One time, the hardest I ever made Brittany laugh is we were at the zoo and we were in that crazy bird house thing.
Yeah.
There's like birds everywhere. And I farted and I was like, what was that one? And she laughed so hard because that's what love looks like.
I know. Yeah. She's a sweet angel.
She is.
She deserves an award.
I am.
She deserves a prize.
I am
better than you.
Better than me. All right.
No, that's not true.
Thanks for listening to the Tarp Report with Sam and Jess. I hope you enjoyed this episode as much as I wound up enjoying it.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. Like and share and comment.
Comments. Leave us some comments.
Yeah. I'm glad that it seems like, by the way, we found out, Jess told me before the podcast, like more people are listening to it and that rules.
Yeah. Number 55 on the comedy charts right now, on the stand-up on the charts.
That's rad.
Number 55.
Yeah. Which makes sense because the podcast keeps getting better.
Yeah.
Which one's the Led Zeppelin button? No, I'm just kidding. We're done.
I think all of them.
Bye.